the first one. Yeah, I hope you studied this matchup.
Is this real?
Then again, Zelda, not half bad in this game.
All right, this is not real. Okay, just making sure.
Okay.
I was about to say, this is not going to be a random mirror match. Looks like just a button check.
We have seen this at the laboratory before, random mirror matches. In fact, Delhi taking on GWJ in a random mirror.
Zant seems to be shaking his head.
And wound up beating
maybe
GWJ
in disappointment.
2-0.
Either disappointment or disapproval. One of which.
Disappointment, for sure.
Absolutely.
No, we were kind of hoping for it secretly. I know I was.
It happens.
No contest.
I don't like the random mirror match. I do like the random disrespect, but not the mirror match.
Fair enough. Well, we'll have to see what plays out here between Blue, who we have seen go Ridley here in this tournament, at least in Smash 4. A main for Mewtwo in Smash 4, but going Ridley here, and I can definitely see why. You know what? Definitely going to rely a lot on neutral air to give himself that space that he needs. Pokemon Stadium 2.
His
and
neutral air is incredible.
Rob going old school, as he always does. Redeemer Z, his ride or die at Rob.
They definitely buffed Rob in this game. As you can tell from like previous tournaments, Rob has been showing up everywhere in this game. He is really a character to be picked. And it's kind of interesting because we didn't see a lot of them in Smash 4 at all. And back to the match. And back to the match. Ridley being looked at as one of the a lot of people have been putting him low on that beginning day, you know, week 1 tier list. Putting him at the bottom there. But today he's showing up. People are showing that this character can do stuff. His fastball nair leads up into almost anything. It is actually incredible.
No, you're not wrong. It's definitely a character, and like I've been saying this from the very beginning. Looks to be very reliant on stage control, just domination of that stage, and looking for that side B, but sidestep by Redeemer Z again. Such a solid fundamental player. Is the veteran of the Philadelphia scene, former PGR. I think reached as high as number 2 on the PGR when in the days of Vex Kazrani and Xax.
Are you saying PGR is in Panda Gaming?
No, PR, excuse me.
Okay.
I was just adding the G for some reason because frankly...
I understand.
Because frankly, Redeemer Z is a G. That's why I had to put that in.
This makes sense. I thought you were saying PGR. That's why I was so surprised to find out that this player is in the venue right now. But yeah,
no. I mean, hey, we do have 6WX. We do have Shoyo James, and apparently Redeemer Z or Blue escorting himself out, courtesy of that gyro.
Absolutely. Down throw, not going to get any confirms off of this. Maybe he can catch the edge guard with the fire. No, not low enough on those fireballs to catch the Rob.
I mean, that was the...
He has to be careful when charging these fireballs. If Rob hits him with a laser while he's charging, that's going to backfire in his face really hard.
Yeah, Redeemer Z, he's been slowing down the pace of this matchup. I mean, you're not really going to play super fast when you're Rob. You're kind of counting on this. If the pace of the match is fast, it means that you are getting beaten from pillar to post, more or less.
Your game plan is to slow down your opponent as Rob. You want to take him down to your pace. That way you can control him with the top of the laser. Also, Rob, man, he's been buffed so hard in this game. I love it. I just love the changes. But his leg, next to nothing. It's incredible.
No, you're not wrong, but at the same time, Blue seems more than content to kind of keep up with that tempo. It's not really you're not exactly going at a death metal pace. He's kind of more sort of up-tempo blues kind of thing.
Well, Ridley, oddly enough, kind of stems from the character of his game, Samus. They have a slow play style.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I gotta watch my analogies, man. For real. Holy smokes! But yeah, I mean, I was saying no death metal, but give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which Redeemer Z desires.
That forward smash is incredible. It really kills.
Excuse me.
Extremely early.
We got the characters mixed up on the scoreboard. We will fix that shortly.
That's interesting how he didn't wait for his down throw berry. He didn't wait for him to mash out. Usually Robs will wait for him to mash out and then up air afterwards. But he's just going for a raw 2 jabs after that. Looking for just a jab combo, I suppose.
Back air. That back air from Ridley, not a pretty underrated tool, but looking for that side B, but yeah, not exactly safe, especially going up against that forward air of Rob's.
Wow, I'm surprised he made it back. pretty easy to edge guard that recovery. Really, one of the most edge guardable characters in the game.
Yeah, and there's a 1-to-1.
He keeps catching him with that falling down there. It's a very hard move to beat, I understand, but I think eventually he'll do that. Putting out the top for stage control, I like this.
I mean, hey, the gyro got him stock #1, so might as well.
Oh, I love these fairs.
Beautiful forward. And that side B.
Making it back.
Innovative, to say the least, and it wins him the game. Redeemer Z, man. I mean,
that was a really great last stock. He really brought that back.
You know how we do in Philadelphia. We kick it old school one way or another, and Redeemer Z, one of the veterans of the ZAV.
Redeeming himself.
Of the lab. Yeah. I mean, dude, he might as well just spell lab with a Z at this point, man. That's how much of an institution he is.
Man, I can't tell you how much I love to see players from all of the Smash games come together under this game. It is absolutely incredible. I personally came here with at least 5 players from another game.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So we're gonna start playing Ultimate. You know, we're gonna get into this community. We're gonna build it up a little bit. You know,
I mean,
a little bit of spice.
It's just like the tagline of the game. Everyone is here.
Absolutely. I got my stuff pushed in today on the first day of my Ultimate career, dude.
Thank you for censoring yourself. I really do appreciate it.
Of course.
To Smashville for game #2. Same characters, but will the second verse be the same as the first, or will Blue be trying to sing a different tune here?
We will see. I think what Blue really wants to do is he wants to get in while he's trying to set up the top. In between the charging, he wants to shield stop point. But honestly, I'm not entirely sure how Ridley is supposed to deal with these characters where their entire game plan is just to keep them out.
Solid question. Sure. The question is, though,
even when he's on ledge, it doesn't seem like it does not seem like Redeemer's threatened at all.
I mean, Blue seemed content to just kind of wait on the stage and not try to approach Rob, and probably thought that he was going to be
slowly getting
caught on the get-up. Oh, the side B.
It is incredibly hard to punish out of mashing out of that side B. It's incredibly hard. I've learned that Ridley usually, because he's expecting you to mash out and he's not trying to mash, he can react after you mash out of that.
And Blue, just in general, so good at reacting to that. Very good at relatively decent tech chaser, considering all the experience that he's gotten in the state of New Jersey, of course.
A solid nair coming out. Oh, and that top. Incredible.
The gyro once again taking the first stock, as it did in game #1, albeit in a very different fashion, this time from neutral. And that nair coming out from Ridley is, frankly, one of the better aerial options in the game. So
Blue's having a really hard time with this top right now.
Oh, doesn't get the tech, but he survives nonetheless. Just enough fuel in his tank to come back.
Unfortunate for Blue. Using the top in his neutral again. Nice. Backed off the ledge into nothing. That was very interesting that Blue decided to go high there, even though Rob threatens that height.
Well, he knows what happens if he goes low. He runs into that gyro.
Exactly. But I think that's the Rob mix-up, right? So if you go low, you run into the gyro and the laser. If you go high, you run into that Rob up air, which we haven't seen much of. It's one of his best tools.
Yeah, but frankly, I feel like
projectile. He's definitely making it work for him.
Redeemer Z is keeping that in his back pocket. Oh. You know he is, and frankly, he has enough room to do so, although sitting at 150 damage right now. A big hit will do it, such as that.
You cannot stay on that ledge, boy.
Yeah, no, you stay on the ledge, you get curb stomped. Holy smokes.
Your invincibility does not last forever, son.
I mean, yeah, and evidently, boom, goes the dynamite, and Blue sitting with a one-stock lead right now, and 32 points of extra credit here. I know some people are against that term, but...
No, I love it. I love it. That's exactly how I feel it. Chia seems to be yelling something at the players. Oh, they're playing Smash... Chia saying they're playing Smash 4 and not Ultimate. What a criticism. Personally, I would not be able to even, like, understand what that means. However... I can tell you that Ridley was not in Smash 4.
Yeah, you know, you're not wrong. But I mean, he is throwing out a lot of those neutral airs, as you would expect. At least we saw Blue do a lot with Mewtwo, at least in doubles play, controlling that aerial space, a big part of Blue's game. It, in fact, benefits him a little bit more in neutral, makes you respect the options in the air. Maybe you sleep on the game in the ground, that punish game of his.
Perhaps. I haven't seen any berries coming out from Redeemer this game, unfortunately. I know that that's one of Rob's best moves. It's very interesting to see that he's so content with playing this projectile game, despite being behind.
Beat boop not really a thing anymore, so.
The beat boop?
Yeah, the down throw into the up air.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was watching
terminologies.
I was watching. Yeah, of course, the hoo-ha, the beat boop.
Yeah,
you guys got the best terminology.
Yeah, no, the hoo-ha just sucks, and I hate it. That's a forced meme. I'm sorry, that doesn't count.
Of course. But what we do see is a Rob at 162. He's trying his hardest not to get side B grabbed right now, and I know I know for a fact that Blue is fishing for that. Let's see what he does
Blue,
here at the edge.
Hanging on with that neutral air, comes back with it. Catches the gyro as well.
He's going to catch this neutral, get up with a side B. Oh, not entirely. Yep, there it is.
And there you go, the side B. Drag him across the stage.
Such a good
and
kill.
Dragging Redeemer Z through the mud. That's going to be a game number 2 victory for Ridley. And yeah, just chewing away at those stocks.
Tying it up 1-1.
Say what?
1-1. Tying it up.
No, for sure. But way more convincing from Blue that time. What was the big thing that you noticed, at least, that was the biggest difference between game 1 and 2 for Blue?
Personally, I don't think that Blue was the deciding factor in that game. I think that it was, in fact, Redeemer's like contentancy, I believe, with just staying at the ledge and throwing these projectiles instead of playing the new up air game that Rob has.
Contentancy or contentment?
Contentment. Good job.
It's one of those two.
I believe it's definitely that. My grammar, not on the. My vernacular, rather, is not on the level.
Good word. That's a redeeming word. For sure. But we're gonna look to see if Redeemer Z can redeem himself.
Redeem himself, of course. How many times do we have to redeem?
Well, I mean, that's a question that only Redeemer Z can answer, quite frankly.
When are we going to get Redeemer Super? That's the real question. Oh, there we go.
That was actually really good. It's going to be after Redeemer GT, but no one's really going to acknowledge it.
Naturally.
So.
Naturally. But not the top. Kind of. I'm not sure about that top placement. It went a little bit too far. You really need that top to fight against like these big ass characters. We'll see what happens here. Using the nairs to fall down. See, he's really only getting these 1 to 2 hit combos instead of trying to follow up and read his opponent's air dodge. But that time works out as Blue does not recover properly.
No, that's why you save your jumps.
I'm not sure what happened there, to be honest with you. I just see a Ridley go way too low to recover with his up B. Ooh.
No, you got to save your jumps, though. I'm sorry. That is
I agree.
One of the win conditions off stage for Ridley as the recovery. I mean, it's not the worst, but it can be a little suspect if you're not careful.
It is definitely in the bottom 10. 100%. With these characters, you need to save your jump. It is not optional. Let's see what he has here. A lot of dashing around each other in neutral here.
Oh, side B. Drags him off the stage.
I personally like that side B decision.
Makes it back to neutral, and Blue maybe just not reading that properly.
Oh, that nair barely missing.
Neutral air.
Let's see what he does here to the Rob. Rob getting back free? No, not entirely. That air dodge is going to kill you. Depending on which direction you air dodge, the more lag you will have going towards the same place on the screen. So if you air dodge downwards, you will have a lot less lag than air dodging upwards. And right there, he directional air dodged instead of neutral air dodging, causing him to have enough lag to die. This is a good stage presence that he's putting on Ridley, however.
Oh,
bam!
Up smash.
Berry into up smash. I believe you can mash out of that. Rob's berry is not that strong. However, he definitely forgot to. Maybe he conditioned him so far. with his other throws.
Definitely, definitely would seem that way, as we're seeing the neutral airs once again getting thrown out by both players this time around. Of course, one with a little bit more combo potential, and Blue tags him with the back air. Again, keeping Redeemer Z off the stage, but not doing nearly enough to punish until
Using
just
these
there.
nairs from the ledge. He's going to keep on trading every time. And let me tell you that when a Ridley trades with a Rob at high percent, that Rob is bound to die. It will happen. I love these up airs right now.
I mean, might as well throw them out there. He's at 65, 75% now.
Ridley cannot get down versus some characters. And Rob is definitely one of those characters where Ridley has a tough time getting down. His down air is a full commitment. And if Rob can just bait that out and punish, it's easy peasy stocks. As long as he gets the Ridley above him, which should be the hard part. Placing down his projectile again, trying to set up, and he lost his stock, unfortunately. Ooh, I like that bear to boost him back behind the shield. Incredible. And that down smash covering the roll option. Oh, getting caught on the top right there. That's huge.
Blue.
This is Redeemer's time.
Yeah, I mean,
this is it.
He's having a hard time negotiating.
This is the edge guard. This is it.
Oh, but he makes it back.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to space out that down air, honestly. 99% Blue could be finding his way back up into this.
207% on this Ridley right now. If he makes this comeback.
Oh, but the pile driver is going to do it. And Redeemer Z, holy smokes. I mean, he was making it exciting for sure, but you know what? That just makes for good television, my friend.
Perhaps too much to ask for at 209%. Perhaps a bit too much to ask for.